Good afternoon. No, good morning actually. Got a little confused there. I used to do these in the afternoon, this time it's in the morning. Today I'm coming to you from the geographic center of the United States. It's located in northern Kansas over by Lebanon, Kansas. Good place to stop. Pretty good place to do a review. Pretty interesting place. So I bring a little bit of Scotland to the geographic center of the United States of Kansas. The United States of Kansas. The United States of America. Oh my gosh, I'm confused. You can tell it's early. Anyway, today I'm going to be trying for you guys Edradour 10. I paid $58.95, and that's tax included on this bottle. At the place I bought it, they do include tax in their prices. So it came to $58.95, which is 59 bucks. It's a 10-year-old single malt. No color added. And when you look at that dark color on that Edradour. It's got some dark color to it. Let's get it in the glass. Let's get her in the glass. Oh, we don't want it spilling. We don't want it falling over. We better place it there on the concrete. Well, damn, throwing everything around now. Anyway, it was at one time, I think it maybe still is considered the smallest distillery in Scotland. And it says this is the Distillery edition, so I'm not exactly sure what that means. Anyway, I passed this bottle up a whole bunch of times. It sat on the shelf, and I finally decided I want to give it a spin. And tell you what, I'm not disappointed with it. I'm not disappointed with it at all. So let's get down to the brass tacks. I don't know about chill filtration. All I can tell you is it is not colored. It distinctly says that on there. And for a 10-year-old, it carries a dark, rich color. I know it's bourbon and sherry cask matured. And right away on the nose, I do get a little of both. I do. On the nose, that sherry cask comes right on in. Oh, well, let's look at the legs real quick. They're forming pretty quick. And then they are lingering, and it's a very slow process going down. You guys will have to excuse my stupid phone. I did not put it on mute. And I'm going to say that's a dark amber on that color. It's really a good dark amber. No, the sherry is so, I don't know what sherry cask they're using, but on this it is very well integrated for a 10-year-old. And the vanillas come across from that bourbon cask. Oh, they are rich in this one. But you get the raisins, dried dates, ginger. There's a little fresh pear and apple in there. It has a little both of light and dark fruits in this one. It's really kind of, I'm not kidding. This is a good smelling 10-year-old whiskey, 10-year-old Scotch, single malt. Oh, I do rather enjoy this one. As you can tell, I ain't had the bottle very long, and I've made a pretty healthy dent into it. Oh, this is just... The nose is very captivating. There's a little caramel in there too. A little caramel sweetness. Riding behind the spiciness and the fruitiness of it and the dark fruits on it. Let's go in for a sample on the palate. And those dark fruits just continue. The dark fruits and the vanillas from the bourbon casks are very well balanced here. This is a very well-balanced single malt. We're getting into the tail end of the finish now. It's a medium length on the finish. It's not a real long finish. And as we get into the tail end of that finish, the vanillas are staying more to the forefront, and there's a little metallic note. But the metallic note, or the cedar note, however you want to pursue that, more of a metallic note to me. But it's not, in this case, it's not a detrimental thing. In this case, it kind of completes the experience from beginning to end. That spiciness, it just goes from dark fruits, vanilla, to spicy, to the metallic note. We're done with the finish. There's just a little linger left. Good. And mouth feels good on it. Excuse me, I'm getting the whiskey burp. I've had a lot of 12-year-olds. Even a couple of 15-year-olds that couldn't hold a candle to this. This is really interesting stuff. It's 43% alcohol by volume. And here's another thing. I experimented with water with this. 43%, you think, nah, it doesn't need water. To me, you can gauge a whiskey's, one way to gauge a whiskey and how well it's made is how does it take water. If a whiskey can take water well and not be detrimental to the palate, the distillate in the process is very thing. It's about a half a cup of water. That's all it is. And I've already done this, so I know what I'm going to get. And what this does is it dials back some of the dark fruits and brings the vanillas and the caramel more toward the front. The dark fruits are still there, but the caramel becomes a little bit more dominant along with the vanilla. No ethanol, nothing like that. Comes a little bit more sweeter on the nose is what it does for it. Doesn't hurt it in any way. It just makes it more sweeter, even in the palate. The minerality that I get the tail end, it's finishing a little quicker without that little trace bit of minerality in it. Still getting all the caramel and the vanilla with it. All the fruitiness now is, the caramel and the vanilla is up front, and that fruitiness now is taking kind of a second seat. It's a very drinkable single malt. This is a very good single malt scotch for 10-year-old scotch. I'm sorry it took me 3 years of looking at bottles of it before I finally pulled the trigger on it. I really am. I paid $59 roughly for it. Was it $58.99 or something like that? $58.95. In today's prices for a 10-year-old, a good, well-made 10-year-old, I think that's a valid price for this one. I really do. I think I would pay that again. Not bat an eye. That's how much I do enjoy this. So I need to wrap it up here. I've probably dawdled on plenty long enough. Y'all got to see the northern Kansas by Lebanon. You got to see the Geographic Center of the United States with me today. I've seen it before, but you guys get to see it today. We had sampled a good scotch. Remember, the spirit in your glass ain't running from you. Take your time, sip and enjoy it. You'll be better for it, as will we all. I want everybody to have a good day. Here is a pan of what this little park looks like, so everybody gets an idea. There's the old truck, the door wide open, like a ding dong. Guess that's just the old country boy. Anyway, everybody's seen it. Hope y'all have a wonderful day.